Well, I think if somebody named Jelly Roll has more motivation than you, then you're in trouble. Yeah, we did. Travis Scott, by the way, thank you for one of our best performing videos, and hopefully this will follow up with that. But this is the good thing about WWE right now. It used to be you would hold your breath all the time that a celebrity appearance, a celebrity match would never work. Like the Lawrence Taylor Bam Bam Bigelow match from WrestleMania 11 was an anomaly. That was something that was like, wow, right there.
It's more Jay Leno in WCW kind of.
Everybody assumes the Jay Leno Hulk Hogan arm twist. I can't even say because they didn't do it. The sell for the arm twist that made that's what everybody from my era and yours considers celebrity wrestling matches to look like. WWE has been so spoiled to have so many crossover celebrities do better, dare I say it, than some of the wrestlers on the full-time roster. Bad Bunny, Logan Paul, even Stephen Amell when he had the match with Cody Rhodes of Stardust way back. They've had a run, I think we talked about it before, that Travis Scott, they just assumed with that, man, that slap on Cody, that ear slap was brutal. I don't care if you say it was a work or you didn't get hurt. It was really sloppy, reckless, and self-serving in a way. So in a way, they are counting their blessings that this dude is not getting into a match, do multiple moves like that. And they look at the failure of a Travis Scott experiment as something that stands out. But I'm saying right now, the fact that the Travis Scott experiment did work out shows how successful the Logan Paul, the Bad Bunnies, the Jelly Roll segment was really good. Stephen Amell, it's not Summerfest anymore with Jeremy Piven. It's these celebrities now are assumingly by the company, coming in and just automatically translating into a pro wrestling match. They need to be careful with that because there are more Travis Scotts in the pipeline. You just have to make sure you minimize that. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think WWE, especially for many years now, with the Celebrity Raw thing, and especially when WWE becomes an arm of TKO, is that they are so obsessed with street cred, basically. They're so obsessed with their cue points that they'll basically give inordinate amounts of TV time without fully testing out whether it's going to work or not to somebody like Travis Scott. And ultimately, he did two things. He burst Cody Rhodes' eardrum at Elimination Chamber, and then he ruined WrestleMania 41. That's not just me saying it, that's Drew McIntyre saying it on Impulsive, I think, with Logan Paul, who said that recently as well. And it was kind of The Rock that ruined it, if you know what I mean. But then just going from The Rock to just that, turning up and just ruining it, and then
this is literally an indie promoter saying, put over one of my best friends on the show and make him a star, because it's Ari Emanuel. And I can't believe, usually in wrestling, when somebody like Ari Emanuel is in power and everybody's kind of puckered up, trying to just placate him and not get fired and not get heat with the company. This Travis Scott run, I think because Travis Scott ended up, like they said, half in it, and he just doesn't care, and he's kind of got ADD, and he's scattered and all over the place. He kind of eliminated himself from the company, but if he put it all into it and been lazy and a slow learner at the same time, but wanted to wrestle full-time, he'd still be on SummerSlam because nobody would ever dare speak up and say, hey, your client is like ruining this whole thing. Ari Emanuel. Nobody would have the balls to do that.
I know that's
not even AJ Francis after the ladder spot.
Man, yeah, I put that on. Me and Editor Chris both posted that video at the same time because we did the Dutch video of it today, and he put something really, really basic as far as like Dutch Mantel talks and AJ Francis botch at TNA pay-per-view. I just scrubbed it out when AJ Francis destroys his own balls.
They say it's the best clickbait thumbnail ever.
Yeah.
But Travis Scott is the worst clickbait for WrestleMania 41. How's that for a segue back?
What the thing is that how you were talking about Hulk Hogan, the airport test. He's like the worst airport test. Who would look there and think, man, he's intimidating, especially when he's been flanked by John Cena and The Rock. And then you look at that guy who looks like he would fall down the plug hole of a shower, even with those stupid baggy jeans. Not a fan. But
well, 2 points. 2 points on that. Number 1 point, he is dangerous if you're sleeping across a bunch of seats at the gate. He'll slap you in your ear and burst your eardrum.
He's dangerous if you're a fan in an arena that he's playing as well, because you never know when a crowd crush might happen as well.
That's true. Yeah, the stage he'll bring the house down literally. So yeah, I know, bad joke there. But the thing that sticks out with this, just a guilty pleasure, is I'm trying to picture in my mind Triple H going, let me listen to some rappers and see what stands out for the Netflix.
As you can see, Connecticut's own Triple H picking the rap artist.
That's the thumbnail. Triple H with FUBU on for us wearing a sweatsuit with Travis Scott. If AI can make that thumbnail, we're all over it.
With that being said, as I always like to say, I think for every single, even Jelly Roll, because he's really into it, you can tell he's trying. He is losing weight. He's at the Performance Center every day. He's trying his best. It's hardly like he's, Logan Paul, obviously, but I don't think he's going to embarrass himself like a Jay Leno. But it always seems for every Logan Paul out there, and he's obviously an anomaly. For every Jon Stewart who was great in his role, as brief as it was, or Kevin Federline, if people remember when he was there briefly, and he was like the first celebrity in years who actually took the FU and was like, no, I'm going to put you over. There's 10 or 20 Al Sharptons, or Pee Wee Hermans, or Summerfest. What's he called? Piven, Jeremy Piven.
Jeremy Piven, yeah. I love Summerfest. We still say Summerfest. So he made a moment at least, right? Jeremy Piven knew exactly what he was doing. Hey, think about like all the times they had great celebrities on. My favorite was who played along because they probably saw Happy Gilmore was Bob Barker. Did a great job hosting Raw one time.
Yeah. Yeah. It was Jericho that did it so well as well. I'm sure I've heard him say, it was so tough to keep a straight face. I was like a little kid out there.
Yeah, how can you be a heel to Bob Barker when you're like, that's Bob Barker? Oh, man, this is great. And it's funny because I had one of the worst celebrity experiences that we talked about during the Right to Censor episode where Adam Sandler would not play along with anything during that. That's when he was doing the Little Nicky movie. That's when Shane told me to slap Godfather, and Godfather was like threatening to beat me up if I slapped him. You remember that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
But Adam Sandler, for all it's being said, Adam Sandler was, and that was for me, I was a huge Adam Sandler fan. And I look forward to that pre-tape. But afterwards, that was like one of the worst pre-tapes I've ever done, with or without a celebrity. And he was literally looking at his watch during the pre-tape, which was literally only maybe 60 or 90 seconds, maybe a little longer.
Did that ever air? I don't remember it.
I don't remember it airing either. I think it was so terrible it didn't air.
Speaking of Adam Sandler, it is a tie into wrestling. He's got an awful lot of wrestlers on Happy Gilmore 2. It's only a shame we couldn't have Apollo Creed back in with his fake hand.
Yeah, I just saw something this morning where he talked about they had written him into the movie.
Yeah.
And then they had to make adjustments. And they reference Chubbs was his name. They reference him multiple times. But Happy Gilmore is one of my favorite movies. That's so much fun.
Yeah, Carl Weathers, one of my... The thing is, he went through that thing of basically getting incredibly unpopular in the 90s with the B movies and stuff, and then sort of coming full circle with like The Mandalorian to Happy Gilmore and everything like that. So
the best part is he used his Apollo Creed sayings in Happy Gilmore, addressing Happy Gilmore. So it was like all these Easter eggs of quotes from Rocky movies that he used in Happy Gilmore. My God, that'll be the third one. He's an action hero now.
Yeah, goodness me. Yeah, so MJF is in that, and Becky Lynch, I think, is in that as well. So that's coming out this Friday, so we'll probably have to have a review for next week of that film, because I'm sure you'll be watching. If, well, probably not, because you hate Netflix. But shall we... Have we got anything else to say on Travis Scott? Do you expect that WWE actually is going to just totally just cut ties with him? It's like, well, we've been burnt. But also at the same time, WWE is so desperate to, be aligned with celebrities currently in the public eye that are actually young and hip. You know, like me.
I think also the fact that he was smoking something on the way down to the entrance with Jey Uso didn't help his cause either with advertisers or anything, unless we're going that route, more adult themed stuff. I think it's going to be one of those things like maybe they just don't say anything and he stays busy with other stuff. If they switch, because his song is the Raw theme for Netflix, correct?
Yeah.
If that music switches, that could be an idea if he's coming back or not.